everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad, and sorry about the minor hiatus that over the last few weeks I was asked to act in a higher role at my work, and it was very consuming. So I wanted to take a minor break because I hadn't been reading a lot and I didn't have a lot to kind of put in to my videos, so I thought I'd do a bit of a catch-up video this time just to let you know where I'm at with my reading, what I've been doing and what I'm planning for August. So first off, let's look at the books that I am currently reading, still reading, buddy reading, finishing off buddy reads, things like that. So first off, part of our slow buddy read, Playing for the Ashes by Elizabeth George with Kate Howe. We are slowly working through this series and we're slowly working through this book because it is kind of ginormous. But yeah, so slowly working through this one. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm really happy to pick it up at random occasions when I just feel like a little bit of a character-driven crime. Next on my currently reading is Black and British by David Olusoga. So I've been reading this on and off. It's been quite a slow read for me just because there have been so many book club reads that have kind of taken over, and then my mum borrowed it to read it as well. So it's finally back with me and I'm going to pick up where I left off, and it's absolutely fascinating. But I'm going to read this one a little bit faster because my mum is dying to talk about it with someone. Next off, just finishing off this buddy read. I'm probably going to finish it off today if I'm being completely honest, and that is The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. I read this with Natalie, Adam and Kate Howe, who are my usual buddy readers for Hardy, but we've decided to branch out and read some non-Hardy books as well, some classics that we kind of don't get around to, and I found this book incredibly fascinating so far. I'm planning to do a mini review of it as well, so if you'd like to hear my thoughts on the House of Mirth, let me know down below, and I definitely would be doing a mini review, hopefully very soon. Okay, so let's look at the books I will be reading for my various book clubs for the month of August. So starting off, for the YA circle that I host and run, is The Extraordinaires by TJ Klune, which is an ADH rep main character, and he basically is in love with a superhero because this is a book with superheroes, kind of like X-Men kind of thing, throughout, and he's in love with one of the more prominent superheroes in his local area, and it is just adorably fabulous. So I cannot wait to get into this one. I've read TJ Klune stuff before and I absolutely adore it, so I can't wait to read his YA. Next we have The Lord of Secrets by Brianna Tienzi. I haven't heard much of this one. It kind of snuck up on us. It's for the Sci-Fi Fantasy Femmes book club, and it's a bit like high fantasy wizarding world meets like fugitive heist kind of novel-ish thing. So I haven't started it, obviously, given that very broad and mishmash description I just gave you, but it sounds really interesting. I'm really into reading some fantasy at the moment and I cannot wait to read more. The other book I'll be reading for a book club is called The Bee and the Orange Tree by Melissa Ashley. She is an Australian writer. Her first book, The Bird Watcher's Wife, I think, won a lot of awards in Australia, but of course The Bee and the Orange Tree caught my attention because it's a historical fiction about a young woman in 1700s Paris who writes fairy tales, and so that ticks a lot of my boxes, so I'm very excited to get into that one. I will display a picture here. And lastly, my challenge, my Reading Women's challenge for the month of August, just because I promised myself to do that, is this ginormous Regency historical fantasy, and I am nervous, but I'm excited. I'm very keen to start this one. If you've read Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, let me know. I have seen the TV series, but I really want to read the book. So I think I'm going to break it up into chapters for the 4 weeks and slowly work through it over the month of August. Okay, so that is a really quick little catch up to say what I'm reading, what I plan to read, and just to say hi to everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope everyone who is probably back in lockdown or is still in lockdown are staying safe. But for the meantime, happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye!